Do you struggle with flat feet? Okay, so are you somebody who doesn't have much of an arch and often wears arch supports, or just really has an issue with finding that arch in the foot? We can work on strengthening the arch. Yes, genetics for sure probably play a part, and some people will naturally have more of an arch than others, but our feet have muscles just like any other part of our body, and we need to work on strengthening. So if you're somebody who wears shoes nonstop, day in, day out, you come home, you put slippers on, or maybe you have indoor shoes, whatever, you're never giving your feet an opportunity to strengthen or to mobilize all the joints in the feet, move all the ligaments, the fascia, all of that kind of stuff. Your feet essentially are another part of they're like your hands, okay? Obviously we've evolved, but we used to, walk around on our hands and knees, or on our feet and hands, now we've become upright. Think about if you kept your hands in like a soft cast day in, day out. How much mobility and use of your hands would you lose? It's not any different for your feet, okay? So give your feet an opportunity to move. So if you're somebody who is, wearing shoes all the time, ease into it. Start with just maybe a half hour a day. Do some of these exercises I give you, but also just walk around the house without shoes. Give your feet an opportunity to move, mobilize, and then kind of, as you're feeling comfortable and you've built up some stamina, add on another hour or so, over time, maybe every couple weeks or something. Don't just go cold turkey right away. That's how you might end up with plantar fasciitis, because it's not like, if you've been wearing, if you ever broke your ankle and you were in a cast, you don't just take it off and then go running, right? You need to ease your way back into it. So this is an exercise that's all about strengthening the arches. So you're gonna get a resistance band around one, or tie one so you have one. And you're gonna take a nice wide stance, and you're gonna need to get fairly wide here, really wanna feel that resistance. Now again, that band wants to pull the arches down towards the floor. All right, so you're just gonna kind of let them do that for a second, and then you're gonna activate the arches, find that lift. Make sure too, if you need to, manually spread the toes. I think having, getting those toe spreaders, I think can help, but it's good to work without them too over time, because you want to be able to do it yourself instead of relying on something to do it for you. But if you really struggle and you're in shoes all the time, especially if you wear heels all the time, a toe spreader can be really helpful at the beginning. So you spread those toes, you're equally distributing weight between inside, outside of the foot, or big and little toe in that heel. You again let the arch collapse, let that band pull it in, and then activate the arch. Think of the arch like a suction cup that you're kind of pulling the arch up, trying to suck the floor away or pull the floor away, and release. And pull up and release. And you should feel those arches working. And for some people, again, if you have really weak feet, you might experience a little bit of cramping, and that's normal. That's a sign. Cramping is often a sign of weakness. So take a little break, don't kill yourself the first time you do it, because you'll never want to do it again. But ease into it. Try even just doing this, for a minute. Take little breaks if you need to, if you start to cramp, but come back into it, because you only are going to experience progress if you keep working at it. And I'm telling you, finding the arches of the feet are so important, because if I just let my heel or my arches collapse and I go into a squat, look what that does for my knees, and then for my hips. That really hurts my hip, especially after somebody who has had hip surgery and stuff. That is not a position we want to be in. So you need to activate the arches. When you activate the arches, those knees are going to come out right in line with your middle toes. And that's what we want, is that nice hip knee alignment. Okay, it's going to save your body a lot of wear and tear over time. So practicing that is super important. Give it a go. Let me know how it goes.